Hello everybody, this is the Kerosene Kid, and I am going to show you a little bit about Auctionator. Now what Auctionator does is you see three tabs right here: buy, sell, and more. We're not going to worry about more, there's not much really to do there, but sell and buy is what we are going to really take a look at. Now to set this up, and this is the first thing that you want to do, you want to set it up to where you want it. So here I click on options. Okay, and this brings up your interface. Now you see all these different options that I have here: basic, tooltip, undercutting, selling, database, clears, shopping list, and about. About, don't care about. Shopping lists, we'll create that as we go along. Clears, it'll clear every bit of shopping lists, scanning history, posting history, all that stuff. The database, I don't worry about databases. Selling, undercutting, we'll get to that here in a minute. Tooltips, and basic options. Now the first thing I want to say for basic options is you want to have the top two boxes check marked. I kind of leave these, basically leave these alone. Enable the Alt key shortcut. You can have that there if you want to, but that does not really matter. Automatically open all bags kind of does, because you got to be able to see all the stuff that you want to post. Now see, I got a whole bunch of greens. I'm only going to post, or a whole bunch of greens, a whole bunch of blues. I'm only going to post a few things just to show you. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Now you can click this box here if you want to show the starting price on the sell tab. I don't do that because I don't really want to see the starting price. I want to see the overall auction price, the selling price. But if you want to do that, you go right on ahead. Now, there are default auction setting durations. You can say none, 12 hours, 24, 48. I say 24. The reason why is because I want to have these auctions posted for right around that duration of time. I don't want to go shorter because an item might not sell, but I don't want to go longer because then something or somebody could undercut me pretty severely. So after I make all these changes, and I don't have a default Auctionator tab, you could actually set one to sell, buy, or more, however you want to do it. I come down the tooltips. I do like having a lot of information up, even though I have the Undermine journal. For all my tooltips, these two I just kind of leave as is, because I don't deal with the shift key or disenchanting details. At least not for this add-on. Undercutting, very self-explanatory. It's all one copper. The reason is you don't want to start an avalanche in the auction house. Now my starting discount price is 10%. You can set that about 10 to 20%. You know, that way you can get some auctions going. In fact, I'll set that at 20%. That way if somebody wants to bid on your stuff, they can actually bid on it. Selling, don't deal with. Database, don't deal with. Clears, only when I want to clear like any history. Shopping list, I can create a new one, I can import a shopping list, or I can export one. It's not really a big deal on what I want to do. Usually I'll just do like a search, and then it'll show up here in the shopping list. For instance, if I wanted to look for some Ember Silk bags, I could type in Ember Silk, and it'll show all these different Ember Silk items. Okay? And you can see just a whole list of what the word Ember Silk actually has. So if I look at Ember Silk bags, there's 32 of them. Now they can, instead of like the regular WoW interface of them showing just a whole line of Ember Silk bags, they do show them in stacks. And why they do that is to really condense down all this information to really make it really easy to read. Now I can add this item, say Ember Silk, now it's in my shopping list. Once I click on add item. Now if I go, and now if I say Spirits of Harmony, typing in the word spirits, actually it shouldn't be spirits, it should be spirit. And now it just goes through, scans the auction house for the word spirit. Note, it does not look for any tertiary stats. It's just in the name of the item. And you can see Spirit Guard Drape, Spirit Dust, there's a Scroll of Spirit, Spirit of War, where there's 110 available. You can see all of this stuff. Just by putting that word in. I can click here, say add item. I can go down here, and you can see, when I click on that item, it'll show automatically, or almost automatically, how many spirits are in there. See, there's a blood spirit. There's glyphs in there. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. Spirit of Harmony. That's what we're looking at when we talked about the podcast show number 112 for yourwowmoney.com/112. Spirits of Harmony. They're up to about 57 gold at its cheapest. That is an awesome, awesome looking price. Now let's say you want to, instead of buy stuff, you want to sell stuff. Now I'm going to throw in this super cooling pump that is made for your auction house in your garrison. And you can see that we're looking at about 3,000, almost 3,500 gold. And when I post that, it goes right with my settings. I've only undercut them by a copper. It'll be the same with this crystal power housing. You see it at 2,099 silver. I undercut them. 2,000 gold, 98 silver, 99 copper. Power framing, 3,997 gold. Create the auction, 3,996, 99 silver, 99 copper. That's how I post. Now in here you can do a full scan. And you can do a slow scan by holding down your control key, or you can do a fast scan by not holding down the control key. So there, I'll just start scanning. It'll take about a couple seconds for it to load up the data, and once the data is loaded, it'll start scanning. And as you can see, when it starts scanning, it scans quickly. Now when it's done, it'll stop like that, and I will say done. Now that's only an internal scan that does not go to WoW Auction or like TSM or under my internal or anything like that. But that, and it's essentially, that's what you're looking at. Now these are the current prices. There's a history, which you can look at the historical prices over the past a few days. And on the other tab, see, that's current, that's history, that's other. You can see what you've done over the past few days there as well. That is how I have my Auctionator set up. If you have any questions about this add-on, what I know of it, you can email me, caro@yourwowmoney.com. And to all of you, I say, have a good day.